is Tengu Stone.
Yep.
And so Tengu Stone, you can see that if you get a back throw and then activate and then, high low, high low, high low, high low, that's basically the same as doing back throw into Denjin,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or back throw into Aegis Reflector. But Tengu Stone is much, much more powerful. So what I say is that Tengu Stone is Sei Embu plus Gaijin plus Shinsho plus Aegis, right? All put together, all combined together. Because if you look up some of the Oro matches from before, if you look for them on YouTube, you'll see some matches after the back throw, like Yang loses like 70% life
Mm-hmm.
off of Tengu Stone, just a raw activate,
Yeah.
because it's high low, high low, high low, high low, right?
Yep.
And so, I mean, that's how good it is. And
Yeah.
then if you get the life lead, and then as you said, Oro can play the keep away game, just build meter. And the one thing that saved a lot of people's life is that Oro doesn't build meter as fast as other characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think the crouching fierce is pretty fast, but nobody really does it
I
because it
was
seems
thinking that too when I was playing Oro for a little bit. I was thinking of Crouch Fierce, but
like.
then I figured because it seemed like with the jump back chicken stomp, it
Mm-hmm.
seemed like it dealt a good amount, and it's you still keep away further rather than with something where it's on the ground kind of thing. So that was my thought process with it. But if there's an Oro player out there who like Boa who ends up using Crouch Fierce and showcases it to build meter, then we'll see how it works. But
Yeah.
but
The thing about Crouch Fierce is that it looks annoying, so it kind of like frustrates the opponent. So that has a nice effect.
yeah.
Crouch middle kick is also good, and the chicken wings, you are in the air, so some even if shit happens, you don't really die.
Mhm.
So that's one of the nice things about that. And so what I'm trying to say is that on paper it might not be the best, but from the things that I just explained, he is really up there. And when it comes to online play, and if it becomes a bit sloppy, it doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you have the setups kind of right, like 60-70% right, it's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then how are you gonna punish middle punch on online, right? Even
You can't.
harder.
Yeah. No.
So what it is that if it's offline, you get more accurate, you get more proper setups. Offline, even though you don't get it, it works, and then you end up winning, right?
Yeah.
So Oro, I would say, is really, really up there. But he does have his, bad matchups. Bad matchups. Still, you win off of one hit, right? So probably his worst matchup is a lot of people say Chun, and it has been Chun, because
Mhm.
you don't get the hit, you don't get the middle punch, because if Chun players play it right, you don't get it.
That
So
that's actually funny because we're actually gonna see that soon too. There are
okay.
like two different sides to it, and we'll probably jump into it once we see it.
Mm,
But
okay.
all right. So this is the first one of the first I guess high profile highlights I would say.
Okay.
Is Boa versus EXO. EXO
Delier.
Dudley, yep. And this is still in winners, so this is 2 out of 3.
Okay.
So
So Dudley is one of the very easy to juggle type of characters.
yeah, and it's actually not. It doesn't seem as bad because of his normals too.
Yeah, Yomoda showed me how to play against Oro end of last year,
With Dudley.
and yeah, with Dudley, it was a eye opener because he just kept out and he just didn't let Oro do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching, I was like, hey, is that how you play it? Yeah, nothing happens, and he was just killing that Oro player. So I'm like, wow, is that how you play? I mean, that's not fun, but that's how you win probably.
Yeah.
So you see, normal characters would have been stunned right now because
Yeah.
thanks to Dudley's long stun bar, he doesn't die. Rocket uppercut is my definite choice against Oro because I just like it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of players prefer corkscrew blow, and I would say both of them work in a different way. I think that second parry miss was definitely online. If it was offline, he would have missed it.
There's no delay in between the two, right? If it's in the air.
Yeah, if it's just I think it's just constant timing.
Hmm.
All right, so I wonder what he's gonna do, because Oro basically ideally wants 1.5 bar and then gets a uppercut, you win.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he needs a little bit more.
That was nice.
Nice way of chipping, which I do that a lot. Short into jab machine gun blow. It kind of changes timing. Everybody mashes buttons so much.
I know. Everybody in America.
Middle the rounds. So Dudley doesn't really want to go in. Okay, he did. All right, get your back in the corner. Really? Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
You forget you forget who's playing.
I don't see the names. Don't worry. I'm not looking at the names.
Oh, okay.
That's new. For taunt in the middle of the setup. Oh, that's new. See, it doesn't matter if you miss. Oh, it did matter.
It's still a good amount of damage, it seems. Oh no.
Nice read. No, it's not. It's not enough. No, that was definitely not enough.
He could have parried the second set too.
Yeah, it's not even red parry. The mashing start, along with the other buttons. Man, that start mash. So if it was corkscrew though, he would have had to red parry, but it rocket uppercut. So distance was not great. Oro could have just low parried twice and then just punish after the what's that, after the first set. It's not gonna work. He's not gonna die off it. I'm sorry. Let me correct my face. I wasn't watching the stun bar. Sorry.
It's so deceptive, right? Because Dudley has so much high stun, you never really see him would get stunned by Oro or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, two sets, nice. He will stun, but like one set, like that was like a one setup and a half, right? But yet he's still stunned because he jumped in with the what's that? He jumped in with the jump roundhouse, which does a hella stun. So he did it the right way. He chose the right setup. Is what I should be saying. 2 times you can mash really fast and you can get out with 1 hit.
1 hit, yeah.
Yeah, you can get out with 1 hit.
Final round now.
Yeah, Dudley really doesn't want to go in.
Right, I was gonna say that because it seems like Oro has just way too many options. Why would he?
I don't know. Ask him. Well, you don't have to.
Kang, if you can explain why you did taunt there, but I bet you it's gonna be a silly answer.
I just felt like it.
Yeah. Although one minor idea that I would think is if Oro jumps, and he's just trying to get the Rose over the super.
Yeah, and then knock him out of the air to buy him some time, right?
I guess that's the only way that I can see.
Activate. Yeah, I knew it's coming.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That was like a checkmate situation that not many characters have.
Now, find a new rival.
2 out of 3, right?
2 out of 3, yeah.
Okay.
Very cheeky stuff.
Are you ready?
So Dudley's main strength is his jumping, very low jumping, but Oro can kind of like counter with just a mashing middle punch, and if it hits, he wins. Then when you think about risks, yeah, I mean when you think about risks and rewards, who has a better reward, right? Okay, you're dead.
Ouch. Are there any specific normals that that Dudley can use to just stuff out everything that Oro does, or is it just?
When you wait and when you play the calm patient game, what Yomura was using a lot was that toward fierce.
Toward fierce, right?
Toward fierce. You keep the the and you let the very very tip of the fist kind of like hit, so Oro doesn't get too much off of it. I wonder why he's doing that, because he messed that up 3 times already.
Oh boy.
3, 4 stun. If you don't, okay. Did he count that right? Maybe he didn't count that right. Yeah, that's
how many hits was that? I think that was what?
I think that was 4. So still, I thought there was a little bit more of a juggle, but we need to count that again. Okay. Bad choice of the combos. Activate. Aegis Reflector. Green one.
Oh, that's it.
Roundhouse. That's it. That's 2-1.
That's 2-1. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well.
What was this one? Was it
Oh.
Going back to that one setup in the corner.
That's 2, 3. Oh, that okay.
Oh yeah, that's something else. Yeah.
It's on. Yo. Okay.
Hello, Huang King.
Are you ready? Go.
So Boa says that the setup works, but he was just moving Dudley forward a little bit.
Okay, that means it doesn't work.
I guess in terms of the way he dashed or something like that. I'm not sure. One,
Each,
two.
it's not 4, 5, 6. Okay, okay, yeah. Jump middle kick hit. That's 3. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
That's
right,
6
right.
already. Yeah. So the combo choice was not the best one.
I guess if he did jump short,
Juggle count doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't change because it's all of them are basically 3. So So what he could have done is he could have set the super and then he could have gone for a high low after landing.
oh, maybe like dash up and then do overhead or something.
Render 50-50, yeah. So he thought he would juggle in the air and he would get the stun. That's why he went for a roundhouse because he was waiting for Dudley to parry. But he didn't. He did not parry. And then so jump middle kick hits after this. 3, 4, 5, 6. So Dudley's gonna land for that. Nah. Nah.
He hit him with a crouch roundhouse too.
Yeah, I mean that was the wrong combo choice, and then also that non-meaty rose into non-meaty. Oh, I'm gonna try to go for Oki, but I'm scared of the wake up parry, so I'm not gonna go meaty. Was probably not the best choice
Hi,
because he could have gone for short.
Hi,
short
have you met
or,
EXO before?
I probably have, but I don't know.
All right, so Boa says that he miscounted. The crouch fierce was at 6. Yep.
Yeah, crouch fierce was the 6 was 6 already. Because jump middle kick is 3, then 2 hits of what's that, super, and then crouch fierce is 1, so that's 6.
Yeah.
6 already.
All right, so that was kind of for a 2-1, it seemed like a lot of it was just it was just in terms of the matchup, it was a lot of Boa getting those roundhouses when EXO was jumping in, or even just the counters to the jump-ins. But
Yeah, overall, since both of the players are on chess, I'm just gonna be honest. But so it was a kind of sloppy on both sides,
mm-hmm.
and I don't really know why because Oro was not landing his setups which he should have. So it's not like I said, it's not like a one hit kill which he could have got unless Dudley does a wake up super kind of thing. And the reason why wake up super is so good is that since the rocket uppercut's invo time is so long that he becomes airborne.
Mm-hmm.
Dudley doesn't have a immediately airborne like 1 frame airborne move,
Right.
but rocket uppercut is so invincible that he jumps up and then he's able to get out of some of the setups by spending a bar. But we weren't able to see that, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard to get those online, and then it's hard to get those like reversal supers. It's you don't know which way to input the command kind of thing because maybe Oro crosses you up, maybe he doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So we want to see that kind of mind games there. But
I forget,
instead,
does EX Jet Upper doesn't work on like that, right?
it doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah.
And the frames that you have available between pairing the super, the Yagodama, is I think basically I think it's 1 frame, so you can't what was it 1? I don't think you can get out from with a parry into throw. Aegis you can because Aegis you have 5 frames in between, but Yagodama you don't have as much, so you need to do those kind of super kind of thing. But yet we weren't able to see that, and Dudley didn't know when to kind of like move in and strike, and so that's why. And also he didn't make the best combo decision. So that's why there were chances. He had his chances because Oro was messing up his setups.
Yeah.
But
So
neither could really convert.
so that was that part. That was in winners. So now this is moving on to, I believe this was which one was this? I think this was this winners. I think either quarters or semis. I forget which one. But this was still in winners, and this is when he first came across Amir's Chun.
Okay.
Which, like you said, is one of the bad matchups, right? So
It's said to be.
said to be, yeah. So we'll be taking a look at this.
So,
And you're familiar now with Amir, at least to the point where you know what kind of style he plays. Like, he's not gonna
yeah.
sit there and just block everything. No, he's going to press everything in the book and make it work somehow.
Yeah, I just want to know if he's gonna press that much buttons, and it seems like the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Dude, this is scary as hell.
Which part?
From I mean, Chun pressing so many buttons.
Yeah.
It's like, I am Chun-Li, I don't give a shit. My
Yeah.
buttons are probably the best kind of way, right? And, well, yes, her buttons are, I mean, arguably probably the best, one of the best in the game. But,
One hit can. Oh boy.
uh-oh. Have to reset. No, he doesn't. He's gonna run out of bar in the third time, I guess.
But he won't need it, right? If he hits this one.
Yeah, if he gets this, that's fine. Ooh, couldn't command grab. Super coming out. You're not gonna win. Wow, greedy as fuck. I was just gonna go for roundhouse. Good shit.
Fight is ready. Begin.
Let's go Justin doesn't happen when you're using Oro because you're usually in the air.
Yeah.
Dude, look how fast he dashes. Okay, that you get the knockdown. Go for the 50-50. Works just like an Aegis. Parry? Nope. Missed the roundhouse. So Chun can't win even if she hits super right now. Or it doesn't matter. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit if he gets hit right now. Yeah. Probably mashing buttons, no? I hope he was.
And he's still just pressing everything in the book.
Yeah, that low forward is mostly a pain in the ass for a lot of characters, and so same for Oro. Can't do much. She's so low. Did you see that victory uppercut whiff?
Yeah.
Man, makes me want to puke. Ooh. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if Oro's life is 90% or 1%. If you just get the hit, you win. So that's why everyone is so pissed at Oro. Super? Yes. Can you get the tech? No, she couldn't tech. I think he chose the wrong one. Or he missed the setup.
What would it normally be? Was it medium
I
punch?
forget the exact recipe, but if she don't tech, you could get a setup for that. Okay. This is still in Oro's favor right now.
Yeah.
It's that moment because
He missed it.
I don't know why he went for the middle kick. Maybe he went for a DP or something.
Yeah, I think he tends to go for the stand forward into uppercut. Yeah.
Yeah. That does the most stun. Then the slam.
Are you ready? Go.
Man, pressing buttons.
I played Amir in winners finals actually.
You did, right?
Yeah, I played him in winners
Yeah.
finals, so this had to be top 8, I believe.
Oh, okay. Nice air throw. Oro's air throw does like twice the damage as other characters.
I hear that the what is it? The higher it is, the more damage it does.
I don't know about that. Sheesh. Man, Amir, what's he looking for? Is he looking for air throws and yet he looks like he's focusing on the ground? That's hard to do.
Exo says Chun can just high parry into crouch communicate 90% of this matchup.
High parry. Well, the thing is that she don't even have to parry. That's how it's supposed to be. Right?
That's exactly right.
You don't have to parry. That's why it makes it. That's why it sounds like it's easy. Okay, what happens here? No bar. Just let it rip. Oh, he's buffering air throw. Okay, so we just saw air throw whiff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like nothing happened. It looks like, but a lot of things could have happened.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah. So it was a lot of it seemed like a lot of it was just like Boa getting hit by a lot of just Chun strong normals at that point. Because like you said, she doesn't really need to even parry. She could just like press this stuff and she can win. She can win outright.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. But then, of course, if it goes the other way, where if the Oro player is the one who's parrying or gets a, what is it, the puking victory punch?
Yeah, victory punch, victory
Yeah.
uppercut.
Yeah, it's like, that's it, game over. So,
The thing is that, I mean, maybe it's due to because it's online, but the thing is that you basically bet your life to just get that one hit, is how I think, right? But so you gotta make it count when you get the hit. And he had his openings, like the neutral throw, or I should say the forward throw, whichever. The throws, the hits that he had, and those rounds were supposed to be his because we didn't see any kind of anti setup tech from
Amir.
Amir,
Yeah.
or I should say we weren't able to because he didn't successfully kind of set that up. Yet he kind of like got away with things when he played Dudley, but now it's Chun. So when you let her out, it's hard to catch her. So I think that's what kind of like cost him the match.
Yeah.
I think. So you gotta make them count. So I'm just worried a little bit because he dropped a lot against Dudley. Dudley should be a bit easy, and Chun is a bit easy as well. But he's kind of dropping those crucial setups. So see how it is from the next round onward.
So that was him going to losers at this point. So then at this point, this was when I played Neiman and I put him in losers, and then they ended up having to play each other. So let's see here. That would be was it losers quarterfinals? I think
somewhere around there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is Neiman versus Boa now, and you're familiar with Neiman, obviously, same thing.
Yep.
It's like the same
Yep.
players who you saw in the last one, so
Yeah.
you're becoming more familiar with them. But all right, so here we go.
And mind you that the chicken wing juggle and the middle punch juggle, it's probably the hardest on Shotos in general because you gotta keep them very low. Well, the Dudley and Chun-Li's are very, very forgiving, lenient. You can just kind of like feel like you juggle and then you will miss. But the Shotos, you gotta keep them low to the ground or you'll miss. Okay, yeah.
So with this match, well, what do you think about this? Because, obviously I know long range is mostly, at least in the terms of the ground game, it's a lot easier for Ken to manage than just being up close like that. At least it seems.
So ideally, probably Ken wants to play like Chun. But his tools are not like suited in that way. So low forward is the thing that he really relies on because the other moves, when he gets parried, he gets launched. So basically, the ones that gets launched after a post parry are the ones that you won't be using as much, right?
Yep.
Right. So the thing is that Ken, it's kind of like an endurance test because Ken has to play the keep away game. He doesn't want to get launched like that. He doesn't want to do stupid things, right? So, but yet his damage output is his Shippu is damage output is less than Chun-Li's, right? So he needs to have a longer game plan than Chun, and he can't go in as much right there, even in the corner. So the best thing probably he can go for is throw, but throw can lose to a mashing middle punch, and then you die.
Yeah.
So it's like when Ken feels that this match is stupid, that's when he loses.
Yeah. Well, but then I guess with Neiman's style, it probably is actually one thing that works in his favor because he could play that way,
Yeah, but then as you noticed from your matches, I mean, when he gets pissed, he goes in, right?
Or just unfamiliarity too, at least in this match, because I'm not sure how familiar he is with the Oro matchup, but it seems like he's had those moments where like he dashed in and things like that, so he's comfortable with playing slow like that, but I don't think he's as comfortable versus Oro.
Did you see him mashing middle punch even in far range, and then Ken dashed in, he just got launched? See, all those middle punches, if Ken just accidentally dashes in, he's dead. So that was a puking point for me. It's like EX leap attack, nope, went low. Did you know that the stun that the EX disc does is twice as much as the jab disc?
The stun that the EX one does is twice as much as the jab one.
Jab disc. And did you know that the fierce disc does more stun than jab? So there are tiny things that people didn't know. Like
Those
these are
are
all
those are
things
those are tidbits. I mean, it's no wonder when Oro hits you with the oh that was a really late booger.
stays in the screen for a long time. Can't do much.
But I guess that's one of the reasons why the anti-air the fierce fireball is it hurts a little bit more, I guess, right? I mean, because of the higher stun.
Yeah, probably damage is the same. But Vanal just told me about the stun. All these things Vanal taught me before because he uses Aura as well. So see, he's going in, right? He's trying to go in a little bit, getting punished for that because Aura doesn't mind going for parries, random parries, because if
He
you
prefers the
successfully
character
parry,
to be up close too, right?
I mean, you win. That
Yeah.
roundhouse was scary as hell.
I know.
I mean, if it was Torny, then I'll be telling him. If it was my teammate, I would be saying, "You don't do that again. You're gonna die. You don't do that." I think that was a very late overhead.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And I think he was moving a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Now Ken's getting pissed.
You can see Neiman's motions too.
Dash in. Can we see a middle punch match from Oro? Like as we did. Okay, that's that middle punch. Yeah. Can you dash in at me? And then you'll die. Please, pretty please. Yeah. Now he's a little bit calm now. He learns how to use EX fireballs as he always does. Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He can lose a round because he's got 1.2 bar, right?
Not really like Oro can do too much, right, after the parry.
Well,
Even
Oro
if he
doesn't
could.
have to do too much at that point. He just needs that one opening when he has bar, right?
Yeah.
Now he's got enough bar. Ken doesn't. Ken needs like 3 bars to kill Oro, right? Ideally.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. Now Oro has stock. Now Ken has to kind of go in at some point. But when he fucks up, he's dead.
Yeah, this definitely seems like unfamiliarity from Neiman's part.
Yeah, probably it's like his game plan is kind of like okay, EX leap attack. Ooh, nice blocks. Bad punishes. Whoosh. That is scary as hell. Kakatekina. Whatever that is. I mean that overhead, Oki. That's so scary, right?
Yeah.
Nice blocks.
Oh no.
Hey. Uh-oh. Is that it?
Yeah, that was 2 games.
Wow. Okay. Let me tell you something what Vanal said when he was playing Chun. That when like Chun is in your face, and that doesn't even have to be Chun, but it could be any characters. When they're in your face, trying to go for Oki, trying to mix you up high or low, Vanal told me that it is manners. It is going to be rude if you do not buffer parry against that, because it is manners to go for high, either high or low, and kill them when you successfully parry, because they are committing suicide basically against a meter full Oro going high or low. So Vanal said it is manners. It is manners to go for parry and kill them as they wish, right?
Yeah. You're basically you're fulfilling their wish basically is what Vanal is saying.
They want to die, so why not just give it to them, right?
Yeah.
Be nice. So manners. All right. Well, Ken kind of like didn't know what to do, is what it looked like.
Yeah, so I guess in terms of the matchup itself, I mean, I feel like he could have done like something like standing roundhouse but max distance to stuff out those those strongs and all those other type of normals that he was using, but sort of mix that up with low roundhouse too. I mean, I didn't really see too many of those, but he just kept on getting hit at the wrong time.
Yeah, low roundhouse is scary as hell because it could, like I said, if you parry, he could probably walk up and launch you. So I think it was just the game plan that he had to stick with. He had to play probably a long ass boring game to kind of like outplay him as he did in one of the rounds, right?
Yeah.
So probably it was best to probably keep on doing that. And Oro's gonna get bar. You can't stop him from getting it. So if you play the keep away game, Oro's gonna get bar, sure. But the important thing is that you don't get hit. But you can't get hit by anything. You can't get hit by middle punch. You can't get hit by back throw. So it's not easy. It's not easy for Ken. But he's got his tools to like get out the corner like EX Tatsu and stuff. But Ken doesn't have a 1 frame airborne move, and yet his Shippu doesn't have too much what's that input time like rocket uppercut, so he can't get out of setups. So which means that he really can't get hit.
Mhm.
And if you go in, like if you're down on life and you go in, the risks of getting hit becomes higher, right? So that's why you have to play a boring ass slow game, even though you're down on life, and then wait for the opening and wait for Oro to kind of move in, right? So it's not easy. It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
gonna take time.
It shows a lot of unfamiliarity too. I mean, not many players play Oro like that, or even play Oro in general, in the States. So you can tell there's a lot of that.
Yeah, the meta is there as well, so it's kind of hard. All right, so now he wants his
So
revenge on Amir.
yeah, so basically this is the run back
Run back.
between Amir versus Boa, and this is in losers final. So this is actually 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 against the Chun. Yuck. I don't mind if I play Urian. That's fine. 3 against 5. First
3 out of 5. Yeah.
That's totally fine on me. But which means if Oro is gonna win, that means we can expect a lot of launches. Probably. See, that was not the right timing to jump in at the launch, but it worked because probably Amir's mashing buttons.
Yeah, he definitely did. It looked like he was pressing grab or something.
Roundhouse. Ooh, he missed it. Yeah, that needs practice. Yeah, that magically works, the roundhouse. Nice elbow in the air. Get back there. I wonder if that was a jab or a middle punch. I think it was a jab, probably. I wasn't looking at the buttons.
Oh, okay, so the last set, Amir did wake up forward roundhouse a few times. So he wanted to hit him immediately with the jump instead.
Oh, it beat the SBK. Ah, roundhouse. Interesting. He went for the back throw into the corner. Did he go for a launch? Probably he thought it was not gonna be in time. Ooh, nice hit confirm. So, both out of bar.
If you had to
Which do
pick
you
one.
think has the advantage? Usually it's that Chun should have the advantage, but just one launch.
One hit, yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, one launch and life changes. Because if you get the launch right now, he'll probably go for a reset. Not now, but if you only have like 0.2 bar, he will go for a reset and try to relaunch again. Nice block. Hey. Not the best punish, but it's alright. You need to like that. You need to like preemptively anti-air. Sheesh. Caught pressing a button. Was that a punish? No, that is not a punish. Probably. Ooh! No conversion there? Thought it was done.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. Still one hit away. Punish.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He definitely could have done a whole bunch of things to punish that.
Yeah, he was standing and blocking as well.
Yeah.
So that's why he could have just pressed on fierce or whatever. Didn't even have to be super.
I was thinking super too. I figured, you know, just to do it, but I'm surprised he didn't.
Super is
do it.
easy. Super is the easiest way. But since he was standing and blocking, so it was nice. He could have just gone for probably fierce and then secured the round. Sheesh.
Oh, he went for air grab too.
Ah, okay. That start button mash from everyone. We don't see that typical setups work. Loop, loop, loop yet. Are we gonna see it? Probably we might see it once, is just my guess, because Amir presses a lot of buttons.
And it seems like compared to the last set, he's running into problems by just pressing so many buttons now. Compared to the last set where it all worked.
Are you ready?
So would you say this is an adjustment from Boa, or would you say that Amir is kind of like frustrated, or he
I'm
wants to
sure
do
I'm
his
sure
thing?
Bo was looking for specific things too. Like he probably recognized
There you go.
a couple of things that he was pressing.
Oh, trying to get fancy. Nice little pair.
That
Roundhouse,
was
please.
wow.
Disc. Top 3?
Top 3.
Top 3.
So already that's a 2-0. So
That's 2-0. That was quick.
yeah.
So as you see, it was more than one mistake that Chun made. But as you saw that green bar at the top left from Oro's life,
Yeah.
that when he converts, it doesn't matter who you are, you die. And because when you stun, you die in this game.
Yep.
We just saw that.
Fighters ready. Engage.
So yeah, Chun probably has to play a much more boring game. Keep away. Maybe even staying in the corner might be better.
Mhm.
Because
I
you
was
don't-
thinking
because
that
you-
too because you avoid the
Yeah,
mix-up.
because you don't get crossed up. But corner has its corner has its threats as well because
Mhm.
you get stunned with the high-low after the setup and shit. So you don't know which is better. But either you stun and die in the corner, or either you get
Or you just die mid-screen.
mid-screen with the setup. Yeah, so nice way that Chun's playing right now. She's aware of the situation. No, don't parry, don't parry. Back jump, wall jump, and then get away. Don't parry.
Now.
Or it can just do a jump in, empty jump into flash kick or DP or whichever you want to call it, Shoryu, and then just, mess everything up, just ruin your life.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
Oh my god, that's the last thing you do. Two more loops or 3 more loops coming up, sir. Look at his bar, man.
Yeah, it's coming back too.
Top 3?
Top
Top
3.
one?
This
Top 1?
Final round. Now.
Oro
is-
is
this
the
is a bad
only
matchup, right?
character- Yeah, it's just supposed to be a bad matchup. So Oro is the only character that can do this to Chun.
Yeah.
So you can't count him out, man. I mean, the usual case in Japan is that never happens because Chun plays a keep away game. But when when shit happens,
Mhm.
and you die. So look at that. Chun has to jump away, jump and flee against another character. That don't happen. Only Oro. Car throw, please.
Yeah.
Car throw, please. Still one hit away. Okay, yeah, one hit away from both sides. Doesn't matter how much life you have. One hit away.
Now.
So Amir's kind of like adjusting, that he kind of knows that, okay, he can't do too much or he'll die. I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
Go.
That's normal. That's the way it should be. It hurts, man. Lip kicks, just for a change.
I guess.
I don't know. It's working so far. Don't do too much because an accidental forward parry just will cost you the round. Okay, that's fine. He doesn't show much car throws, which I think is the best weapon that she has. that neutral jump pierce, I like it. Okay, played it very well. She has a lot of bar.
Prepare to strike.
It's Chun's game to win. If she don't do too much. That's a punish, I guess, on a block. But it's hard online. Whoa. Manners.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Super please, thank you. Don't get hit crouching. At least get hit standing. Does less damage. Why would you want to go in? Why would you want to go meaty? That's the right timing. That's like the obvious timing to buffer a parry from when you wake up, because it's easy to time. One hit away, both sides. Nice parry.
Oh boy.
Super. 3 hits. 3 hits. That's a lot. You gotta mash. You are dead, son. Yeah. Whatever.
Final round.
Chun has bar. Oro's gonna stay away a bit. He wants to stay away and get a little bit of that bar. Yep. Don't commit too much. Don't commit too much. Super. Thank you. 2 more throws. One more coming up right. That roundhouse.
my
I don't know why he
God.
went for the roundhouse.
Oh wait, but this I think this was or it could be it, right?
Uh oh. Shh. We gotta keep quiet. Shh.
Gee, I wonder what happens.
Yeah. I wonder what happens. Oh, look at that bar! Look at that bar!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was this is a bad matchup for Oro, I guess.
Oh. See,
Literally,
exactly what I was
because
saying. Look at that.
what was it?
That's like
That was literally he had a full bar of life.
Yeah, he had a full bar of life. It was like 2 pixels left for Oro.
That's hilarious because it was like you were saying, like he just needs.
One
I think you said what was it, a bar and a half?
bar and a half, yeah.
Yeah, but he only has 1 bar here. That's the funny thing. Well, actually, I guess he builds it. You know, he builds the bar and a
Yeah,
half.
he does build it, but yeah, bar and a half, and you're dead.
That's funny
So-
how it like made up the entire matchup at that point. It goes to show the big lesson is one thing like this, and literally he played the match right, I guess.
Right?
But he just got hit with that one last.
Yeah,
That
there
one
was
last
there
hit.
was a pit. There was a pit hole at the very front of the in front of the goal line at the end. When he was about to make the goal and cross the goal line, he was like, "Yes, too bad, sucker."
Wow!
Down you go.
Wow! And that
No, so
really.
this is a nice example of what you want to avoid. And so the things Chun could have done right there, obviously go for a parry, obviously go for try to block if you know how this thing works, or the down forward flip kick, down forward roundhouse.
Mhm.
That flip kick is airborne from the first frame.
Mhm.
So she could have done that.
Like parry once and then flip kick.
No. Just wake up reversal flip kick. So if Chun knew that, but it's just one button press. You can't piano or you can't like mash or anything. If you
Yeah.
mash too hard, you'll get lightning legs and you'll die. So you gotta press it like frame perfect. But you've got like 3 chances, right? Because how many setups did he do? I think he did 3, right? 3 or 4.
Yeah, he
So,
did. He did 3
you can-
setups. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 setups. You got 3 chances. Rather than trying to parry, you can just you can just bet the farm and just try to go for a roundhouse press. And if you successfully do it, you're airborne, so you won't die.
Yeah. I just find it hilarious how Amir literally had the entire life bar, and
Yeah. Green
yeah,
bar.
and yeah, Bo had just had 4 pixels of life. You know, he
Yep,
literally had
doesn't
4
matter.
pixels of life. And,
Yeah, it's a bad matchup.
wow. Lesson learned. But
Yeah.
I think the biggest difference. I mean, the funny thing is that he played that last round right, but
Right, he did.
overall was just he got clipped a little bit more with the setups, which is one of those things that I kind of wanted to bring to attention too. Is that there was a lot of emphasis on the setups, which we'll see after this too, because the last one is obviously him versus me. But overall, I guess you would say that he's heavily based on those setups, right? I mean, it's one of those primary things that I guess every Oro would look for it. But in
Yeah.
terms of some type of adjustment that you would say, would you say like he should develop more of a hit and run kind of gameplay, or like what type of ways would you say he should play these matchups
I mean,
differently?
I mean, the lessons learned from this round should probably lead you to the right way, right? If
Mhm.
you have no sense of pain, thinking that shit happens, who cares? I just play the way I do. I mean, it's not gonna change, right?
Mhm.
But if you think, oh, I don't want to lose like this anymore, because the opening was probably a pretty desperate chicken wing that he just threw out, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like he just got hit in the air. If he would have stayed on the ground, nothing would have happened.
So yeah,
So,
well that's actually true because I think what was it when he came down?
After this, throw a roundhouse, block, and then after this, just a chicken wing, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just a Nike chicken wing because it was a middle punch into chicken wing, hopefully hoping it hits, right?
I
It
think
didn't.
it was in a counter to the to this one, which makes sense because obviously when you're coming down, you would think, okay, let me just try to anti-air while she's in the air, but
Right, but she lands fast.
she lands fast. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just a try to hopefully a punish. It didn't. So
Yeah.
yeah. So Amir didn't get hit by this once, right? But this is the first time he got hit because if he would have blocked or like stood on the ground, nothing would have happened. Just a single button press would have secured him the round or the game, I should say. But instead, he held up back, and then holding up back is usually right because you don't die. But this is one of the very rare cases that you hold up back, you didn't buffer parry, you die.
The funny thing is, I think because he pressed jump back strong, and I think
Strong is a jump back strong is a very strong move in the air because it stays there for long. It stays out there for long, even though it's a middle punch. So it's a nice air to air move, and probably jump forward might have been better.
jump forward. Yeah, I've seen
Jump
that
forward
a
is
lot of
really
times.
good. But like I said, he could have just stood there, or doesn't have bar at this point right now.
Uh-huh.
So if he doesn't get launched, he's not gonna die. But instead of getting launched, he got clipped in the air. Right there, right? Oh, jump middle punch. Oh, okay. He tried to react to the jump. So this is
Yeah.
when he probably misrecognized the jump and the chicken wing. He thought it was a normal jump, so that's why he tried to anti-air in the air, thinking, oh yeah, you're done, son.
Yeah.
But instead, it was a chicken wing, and it was much faster. So that's why he got hit. And one question is, why do you guys call this a chicken wing?
You know, I don't know why. I call it chicken stomp because, you know, it's like chicken feet landing on top of you. But
Okay.
you know, I guess chicken stomp works too, you know.
Why don't we call this Jinchu? Because Jinchu is was a Japanese name. It's
For
Jinchu Watari. But you know, the thing is that Jinchu is much shorter than chicken wing because it's two words, right?
Jinju Watari.
Yeah, Jinchu Watari is so long, so we just go for Jinchu because we Japanese call it Jinchu
That's
or
funny.
yeah, whatever, or stomps or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah,
So yeah.
stomps are one thing.
Okay, stomp. So he went for so it was a stomp, and he tried to punish it with air to air, which
Mhm.
he misrecognized it with a stomp, like I said. So that's why he got clipped in the air and ended up dying. Jeez.
So he says that he parried. Oh, he tried to parry for the second. I parried for the second one, and then just did it hoping he would. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So
Yeah,
he,
yeah, yeah. I know that. I
yeah,
know that because when Chun does air to air, and then like when she's coming down, she's like, oh well, like most characters are able to perform another move, right? So
yeah.
it looked. So I thought it was gonna be like a jab because you
Hmm.
parry in the air, you land, and then you parry. But even though you parry or did not parry, it was like I think he just buffered the middle punch into chicken wing, which was the right move in this case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is a shit happens moment for a Chun, and then this is a jackpot moment for Oro.
Yeah. When third strike shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
I
Uh
mean,
oh,
it
you're
does
dead.
look like chicken wings, right?
Which part?
Or chicken feet.
Okay. Okay. So he could have teched right there. I don't know if it's right to tech, but this is the timing where he could have. Well, it's kind of hard because oh yeah, he definitely if he got that parry, he definitely could have parried into what's that, flip kick.
Hmm.
Flip kick meaning the down forward roundhouse
Look at his feet.
to.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that looks like chicken.
I'm just pointing it out.
Ah, okay, okay. I see where you're at.
Jinju.
Jinchu. Stomps, whatever. Jinchu.
But yeah, so I mean, it goes to show.
Yeah.
Disclaimer for everyone in the chat. Um, don't get hit.
Yeah, don't get hit. So, I mean, on a first to one in Japan rules, and if this happens, and you see your teammate die like this, and I mean, what can you tell him?
Yeah.
Don't get hit. Don't get hit, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is that the Trump player, if he dies like this, he loses, he stands up, right? And then he's got nothing to say.
Yep.
It's hard because It's like,
Yeah, I'm not sure what this was. I think he just like. I think he was just like,
right?
okay, that's enough.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know what this is
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's EX SPK, right?
It could be, but EX spinning. No, well, even then.
I mean,
Uh,
I mean, it don't do shit, but that's what it looks like.
could be.
Yeah.
All right, so the last one, the last set, obviously is myself versus Boa. Me, obviously, I was watching all these matches beforehand, and I'm just like, okay. Um, I played Boa before, um, so I kind of knew of a sort of game plan to go into it. Obviously, just avoiding the close strong, which is something that I never really have to worry about too much on wake up because I can just, max range low forward and then just slash all day. So that was pretty much my thinking going behind it. I'm just like, okay, far range normals if I can, and then just try to go under his standing forward and his jumps too. And I wasn't too worried about the mix-ups because those mix-ups really don't work as it's not as bad as Chun.
Yeah,
So
it's not as
I
bad.
was yeah, so I was able to play him with like a clear head and like say, okay, if I get hit with something, then I can fight out of it, kind of thing. It's a little easier to fight out than other characters.
Yeah.
So
Oro needs to spend a lot more bar to kind of like get yin yang in the setup, and I think there's screen conditions as well.
yeah,
So as you said, you don't die as easy as Chun or Dudley, or Yurian,
yeah.
or most of the cast. So yeah, lucky you.
I'm over here sitting pretty in grand finals, and next thing you know, I have to like sit through all of that and watch it.
I
All right.
don't know. I just caught the finals on stream, I think, or no, I think I caught the archive. I just watched the finals. All right. Oh, playing your usual game. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh
But
my
it goes
lord.
nice teleport.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on
Nice.
that. Oh
Yeah,
my
nice
lord.
teleport. Okay. Nice teleport. I like it.
So right there, I'm just staying away from that standing strong and just trying to counter his jumps at that point.
Yep. Eesh. Smart for you not to press a button because he was pressing middle punch.
Yeah.
It was that situation that we just explained. That coming down, buffering middle punch. Yep. Makes me want to puke, man. It's like, is that all you can think of, horror players? But that's right. I mean, like when I was said, it's manners, right? Oh, you want to die? Here you are. Oof.
That was weird.
EX.
I was thinking EX, but then I was like, okay, the first time the situation, I'm like, okay, he's gonna go low here, so let me just super. But
Yeah,
then obviously EX is still always better.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the super was coming,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, nice, we're in sync. But then Aura was in the air, and I'm like,
Oh,
really? It doesn't
shit.
go under? Yeah, and it just did. I laughed a lot when I watched the archive when I saw that part. But Yan doesn't really need bar. I mean, best if he has it. But even if he doesn't, you're trying to play the long range game, not in his face. But you were at that moment. But trying to play it from the tip of the low forward and then into fierce. What's that? Slashers. Okay, last bet. I think the Great Escape. Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you regret pressing that jump forward or the jump around, jump fierce, coming down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Get
was
hit by it. Who cares?
I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, man, I should have just came down with
Yep.
target combo instead.
Target combo or press nothing, right?
Or press nothing, yeah.
Yeah, press nothing means if you press nothing, it's never gonna get parried.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Don't press anything, or else you'll get parried. Oro is a nice character to learn a lot of lessons because he can kill you with one hit. It doesn't look like Urian. It looks more boring, so that's why you feel more pain.
Yeah.
It takes longer to kill, also. That's why. The suffering. You're almost dead. You're almost dead. Nice block in the overhead. And yet
And
you
then
have to go in because you.
I know. At this point, I
Yeah.
said forget it because my stun was too high,
Yeah.
and then I said, okay, now that my stun is lower, I still have to be careful because I just got hit. But
Yeah. Nice air throw. Does a hell of damage. Can't tech either.
yeah,
Go for it.
Okay, offline it would have been carried, I guess. Dive kicks. Okay, the well-timed dive kick into setup. Nice tech. Whoosh! You are dead, son.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're Yin or Yang. If you tech, then he crosses you up, you die. I don't know what happens if you don't tech. Probably he'll get a normal setup. I don't know.
I think he explained it before.
Okay.
Well, not in the chat, I don't think, but I know he explained it to me before. But yeah, I think either way you still get hit. It's like one of those things where you get hit, you die with Urian kind of thing.
Okay. So again, Yang doesn't have a instantly airborne move either. Like Chun's, or not Chun, like Ken or Dudley. So he's one of the characters that he basically has to take it. Oh, that's scary going in. But Oro doesn't have bar, so he wants out. He did get out. Gotta be careful of that middle punch. It's probably gonna be coming out soon.
Yeah, at this point I wasn't too worried about it.
Okay. Oh, you're in a bad situation. If you
Yeah.
got hit, you probably would have died.
Maybe. Or maybe
Yeah.
I would have just done super again.
But that kill herself, right? Yeesh, nice read on that because it's oh yeah, it's a puking uppercut. EX, missed the EX. Lucky for you,
Yeah.
because if the EX came out, it was a 50-50. Yeah, I take that. I'll take that trade from both sides. So I think it was a proper decision making. Oro, only Oro probably, or maybe Q. That don't happen. That don't hit. You're rushing to go in.
Yeah, I wanted to kill him.
Okay, now it reaches. So yeah, you said you want to kill him?
Yep.
That's a dangerous way of thinking against Oro.
It is, but then at the same time I had no life. So I'm not keen on sitting back and giving him meter, because then that would just make my final round worse. So I figured, okay, he's running away at this point, so I can probably find a way to get in. And
Okay, but
lucky jump.
you already know. Okay,
Yeah, lucky
you already
jump.
know that Oro's evading skills is probably the best in the game.
Yeah.
Because of his double jump, and then he has air throw, which is basically non-techable because you don't really tech. You don't really jump going for a tech air throw. And also, he's got that DP as well, so
Yeah.
he can do a lot of things.
So that right there actually told me a lot when I got hit by that. That's one of those things in tournaments that I keep in the back of my mind when I see him do something like that. Yeah, I thought he was going to jump, so I was like, okay, let me go under it and then just EX.
Now,
I mean, I thought it was gonna hit. I thought it was a good idea. It ended up getting blocked and getting pushed into super and die.
Well, yeah, that's the. Hold on, let me just go back because I'm pretty sure it went under the hitbox of it too.
It did. So I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was gonna work. So that's why I was like, oh, nice idea. But then
Yeah, it definitely does go under.
it did go under. Yeah, it was
Look
nice
at
to see. I think it was nice to see it. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. So
Yeah.
nice block.
Only because if he jumped over, it would have went under completely. So yeah.
Or only if he would have gotten hit.
Yeah, exactly.
But nice block, and then
Well, the only reason why I got hit, well, yeah, because he blocked and.
he blocked. Yeah, I like the picture. No, I like the idea. I like the execution, and I like the picture.
now,
All right, lessons learned. Don't do that. Oh, okay. Challenging him on the ground is probably better for Yang because Yang doesn't get much air to air. You got full bar. Time to spend EXs, right? Yep,
Yeah.
there you go. One more.
Bleh.
Yeesh, you're about to die.
Bleh.
Roundhouse EX. Yes, thank you. Hey, you're dead.
So
How many-
right
how
there,
many- Can you go back? How many hits did it take for you to die? So you have full stun bar. Okay, that's one launch into fierce into roundhouse into 50-50. You die. Jeez.
So right here, I didn't want low short. I actually wanted the up kicks. I wanted the up kicks here because I knew he was going to universal overhead at that point. So at that point, that's when I did buffered the up kicks. Because at worst, it most likely would have been a trade. From what I remember.
Does it come out that fast? Because what's that? The disc was coming.
I remember I did it in a certain situation before.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was the right time to go for EX.
Yeah, I should have just stick to EX and that's it.
Yeah, it looks like Super, I guess, but Super will probably go under, right? Yeah. So yeah, the thing is that you got parried once, and then the air parry is pretty hard, and then 50-50, and then you get hit, you die. That's even less than Urian, right? Because you stun and you die.
Another thing too, I don't necessarily like going for the corner parry against
Oro.
Against Oro, yeah. I don't necessarily like to do it just because of how much more damage or stun he gets. From that.
I labbed that roundhouse timing.
Oh yeah?
By the way. Yeah, I labbed that. So I lab when I do multiple parries, when I go for multiple parries, so I can at least parry the roundhouse and get out. Yeah, so I think that's one thing that people should be doing. Because Oro doesn't have so much variety, in the timing. I mean, he just dashes right beside you and then crosses you up and you die. It doesn't matter if you are yin or yang, you die.
Yeah.
Lucky he didn't have a forward throw. What? Cross up once again, get the EX and kill. Why is that? Why isn't that a fierce? Why isn't that a middle punch? Because you don't you build more bar with fierce?
You would, yeah, but just one of those things. Just habit, I guess.
One of those things. Okay. I think it's just your hands that makes you press the middle punch.
True.
Because it does more damage. Okay, remember what happened last time? You got hit close to the corner once and you died. Nice blocks. That Kara leap. Can you finish it off?
Walk back.
Walk back.
So right there, that's when I.
Nice blocks.
Yeah, so that's when I remembered. I was like, okay, he's whenever he gets pressured, one of the habits that he has is to go for, what was it, low short? I think into uppercut, because he has meter here too. So it's one of those things where he would do that and then activate the super. So I remember that from the first time that he hit me with it, earlier in like the second game or something. And I was like, okay, he's going to do it here because I knocked him down. He's in the corner. He has one bar, and you know it's basically do or die at this point. He has to come up with something. So.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, as he's saying in the chat, it doesn't. I think that there's nothing to do with frustration, but I think it's from one point I forgot when, but it was it just like came up. Amongst the players that you don't wake up with a DP, you wake up with a low and then a DP, which pisses you off when you get hit, right?
Yeah.
Because low short doesn't even have inval time. What happens if I do media on you? Well, if you do media on me, I would have done EX uppercut, and you're like, yeah, whatever, right? So, what it is that I think the way you blocked parry, buffered parry into block is, I think that is matchup familiarity.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, Orals tend to do that because Oral is probably or like the characters that has long low move, like low forward from Ken or Chun, are the ones that can actually get damage off of the wake up lows, right? And if Oral had a lot more bar, then he probably would have gone for a low short into EX uppercut and to super, and that's one of those things, if you get hit you die kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it was nice to walk back and then low parry into block. So I think that's the knowledge that you had.
Yeah, because another thing too. It was actually pretty far from. I mean, it looked pretty far from.
Get the EX one more time. Yep. Then
Yeah, because it wasn't really going to be too much to. I mean,
yeah.
I guess what is there standing forward at that point? But no one's really thinking of standing forward into uppercut or anything like that.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's
Wake up
it's hard it's
standing
hard to
forward.
say, yeah.
Wake up standing forward. I have never ever seen before.
Right? Like I've never seen that before either, and now that I'm saying it, I'm giving ideas out there.
Then, but then wake up. Yeah, wake up standing forward into DP would have killed you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Thinking about it now, it would
Because
have.
because you buffered low parry, it would have hit you crouching. It would have given Aura a lot of meter and then a lot of stun as well.
Yeah,
Jeez. Okay. Giving him options. Maybe he's gonna do it the next time he plays you.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's really a scary thing to play against like a setup heavy like that. One of the players that I think of that really have you ever played Inoue Oro?
Couple of times, I guess. Yeah, the most recent ones are the ones I played online.
Mm. Is it some? Do you feel the same way where like he relies heavily on setups like that, or do you think he does something different, like in terms of matchup ways, in terms of playing
No,
matchups?
he has his like modes. That is keep away mode,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna hit you die mode, and then kind of like a hybrid of both, looking for openings but trying to build bar kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it's a thing that you kind of like censor, like this word again, but you smell, and then you change your plan as well. So if you think he's gonna play the keep away game, then you have your decision of oh, I'm gonna build bar too,
Mhm.
or I'm not gonna let you build bar because I'm just gonna go in, kind of thing. So it's important for you to kind of like sense that what the opponent's looking for, and then you try to think of a better option or
Mhm.
decision during the game. And note that those modes switch and change during the matches, during rounds, and then if you sense that correctly, you will suffer less damage,
Mm.
and because you have the reads and you have the reads right, and then you won't get hit as much. But
Yeah.
it's the times that doesn't match well, and you think, okay, I think he's gonna keep away, and he just dashes in at you, and then you're like, oh no way, and you press a button, but then you're too late, you get launched and you die.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to avoid, because that can cost you the round. And then, while you're getting juggled, you're getting set up multiple times, and then you watch your character slowly die. It's not a great feeling.
No, no, no. So I think as generally overall, like I've been one of the pieces of advice that I would tell Bo is to sort of play that keep away kind of thing. Like the hit and run kind of style really frustrates me. So that's the one that I'm more prone to telling him to use, just because of the fact that it would work against me. It's similar to
Mhm.
Neiman in that sense, where like Neiman hits you, then like he just sits there, you know.
Mhm.
So that type of style is like really, it's a really big counter against like the really aggressive type of styles.
Mhm.
And then with Oro, the way that he gets meter, it's like one parry and that's it. You know, it can pretty much be over. So if you had to give a sort of general type of way to, or not a way to play, but I guess more of a focus,
Mm.
what would you say it would be for Boa?
But- Well, it's just like sticking to your plan, right? Because
Mhm.
and I think Oro can change his game plan depending on how much knowledge your opponent has. And there's one funny example that when Vanal came to, I think he went to Canada Cup or something.
Yeah.
I forgot when, but there was a third strike cab, and did he win? I forget. Maybe he did win, but
Canada Cup.
I don't know. I don't know which one because yeah, I don't even know when it was. But he
Mhm.
played against Justin Wong,
Oh,
and
was that Canada? I don't think it was Canada. I think it was. I think it might have been Texas or something like that.
yeah, I don't know. Let me just
But he played Oro
check.
against Justin. I remember that.
Yeah, he played Oro against Justin, and then what he did was he thought Vanilla, yeah, Vanao, Justin Wong. So he played Oro against Chun, and then he thought, final round 2019.
Oh, final round, yeah. So
Final round
that's
2019. Grand finals, Justin Wong versus Vanal. And so
yeah.
Vanal ended up winning with a Ryu and not Oro. And the funny thing is that he thought Justin didn't know Oro, so he picked Oro because
Yeah.
it's gonna be, life is much easier with Oro if you just get one hit, right?
Yeah.
So he thought Justin didn't know Oro, so he stayed back and started building meter. And he expected Justin to stay back and go A and build meter as well. And Vanal doesn't mind getting hit by supers. I mean, if he gets just one
Yeah, he
launch,
just
he wins, right?
one's hit, yeah.
So that's what he was looking for. He thought he would stay back, build his bar. Justin would stay back and build his bar. And then, okay, we got enough bar. Okay, let's play, kind of thing.
Mhm.
But instead, when he started building bar, backing off, Justin came rushing in at him. So Vanal was surprised that he knew the value of bar, that his Chun's super and Oro's super, which bar is more valuable? Oro. He knew that. So
Yeah.
that's why he came rushing in. So when I was really surprised, so it's like, okay, I had to play my Ryu. And then, he played Ryu, baited a lot of low parries. Yeah, whatever. Then he won. So, so he told me that he was surprised that he actually knew. Maybe he didn't know, but he just didn't like Oro. I don't know. I don't know the true story behind it. But so what I'm saying is that you have to probably understand the value of bar for each character,
Mhm.
and then that would give you a chance. That would give you like a hint to how to play that round and how to play that against that character as well, and also maybe the player at the same time.
I guess basing it off of more of a meter type of style then, right? I mean, basing it off of how much
Right.
meter you have and not only that, but the character that you're playing against too.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you have bar, then it restricts your opponent's moves, right? Because you can't go in too much. Because if the word is you have to respect it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Aura has bar, and that if you're the juggle easy character, you don't want to go meaty. You don't want to go for high low.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how strong your Oki is, you're gonna die off of one hit.
So, yeah, I think overall that's I've always said this before, but I think with that type of style that Boa has, at least in terms with the setups that he has, there's a lot of unfamiliarity with the the top players at the moment, and because you don't really like even in America you don't see Oros doing things that doing setups like that, committing to setups like that because it's just something that you don't see. Like on the West Coast, I don't think they have any Oros that do that. What is it? On the East Coast, we used to have one Oro, but then I think he moved to Japan or something like that. But then yeah, I mean there are hardly any Oros out there that do that. So I think it's gonna be some, and you can tell already with the way that Neiman and Amir played, you can tell there's some unfamiliarity there too.
Yeah.
So I think just exposing himself to that type of quality, but then at the same time, everyone getting that first taste of like, wow, this is really the damage that Oro can do is something that I don't know if anyone can even prepare for that. You know, I'm not even sure
So that
how players can prepare for that.
yeah, so which means he's gonna get some wins from that because they don't know Oro. So they don't know, they can't go in. Oh, I'm Dudley. I'm gonna go high and low. Oh, you guessed right. I die. Oh, really? I die?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So, well, that's the thing. Well, going back to the chat because there were a couple of things that Boa said. It was in regards to the matches that we were playing. Um, so he wasn't frustrated. He kind of wasn't nervous at all. I'm assuming that was in our set.
That was a low short into DP.
Yeah,
Part.
yeah. And then normally there he would never make that move because you have no reason to do anything. Um, and then I think in regards to this, I've done it to you a few times, which I think it might have been the standing forward
Yep.
into up. But you do the human pillar instead of Oniyama.
Chicken wings instead of DP.
Hmm. Uh, So, and then in terms of this, he played the heavy style of I'm assuming the hit and run kind of style,
Yep. Yep.
which is true. Yeah, I saw that too. Um,
I didn't get a single loop in that set, but took it through that style. Okay.
mhm. And then the last thing is versus Mayang. He wasn't anxious enough, or he wasn't anxious enough, I guess, to make those type of mistakes. I guess, um, which I guess comes down to the amount of times that, because we played a bunch of times too.
Mm.
So I can understand that part. Uh, and then at some point in tournament, when once you become happy with your placement, you kind of the decision making doesn't isn't the same as it is when you really want to even just, I guess, go even higher than that. You know, once you get content with something like that, it's something where, okay, that's it. That's where you stop. Um, you weren't really anxious enough to really weigh the options. Exactly, yeah. So that's basically what I was alluding to there. So um, I'm curious, how often do you and Neiman play, Boa? Because 20 games may sound like it's something that would make someone familiar, but in terms of matchup wise, 20 games is actually not that much, at least in my
Well,
opinion. And
well, well, 20 games thinking and trying to dive deep into the matchup, and just 20 games just playing is a big difference.
yeah, exactly. It's like when Neiman plays, um, I don't really see him play as in like looking for matchups kind of thing. Um, I think he's looking for adjustments, generically, but in terms of what works and what doesn't in a matchup, it's like, for example, in Akuma versus Yang, for me, I know what works against Akuma's demon flips. That's just one primary example. When I play 20 games against an Akuma player, I'm not necessarily looking so much for just a demon flip to work on kind of thing. It's just overall based on how they're playing, and then anything specific comes after that. Um,
So I think the latest comment is that, I mean, going off of that said, he felt familiar, and maybe that might be he felt familiar of
oh, okay.
not the matchup, but against you, against the player, more like,
Mhm.
what does he do here? Habits, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, if you want to dig deep into the matchup, then you can think about the things like only can specific things, like getting a punish off of a blocked launcher or something like that, right?
Mhm.
Those kind of things are familiarity and then a little
Yeah.
bit of knowledge. But like I said, that's hard to pull off. And
Yeah.
then oh, I go low here is adjusting to the player rather
Mhm.
than the character.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Um. So yeah. You know.
Block launcher is only punishable if the second it whiffs. I think if you block 2 hits, I think you're -4.
We need to check. We need to check on that. Let me see. Now that I think about it.
I think it's -4 because that's what it said. And I think I've seen that before.
I'm gonna try
Maybe I
to.
might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the training mode emulator and see what it
If
says.
you block 2 hits, you're -2. Okay, then he is even stronger then. I might. So then this this book that I have, it says -4 is incorrect. Is what it is. Jeez, Capcom, nice book. It says -4. That's why I trusted it a little bit. But
So,
if you
but
block
I
two
guess
hits,
that's the first hit, maybe.
guess so. Then if it's -2, if it's -2, okay. Well, it is. If it is -2, it's even better. Then there's no way you can punish. So that means you block low against Oro to make him whiff the second hit. But if you block low with Chun, that means you have +2, or I should say -2, right?
Yeah.
And then if it's -4, and then if you block low, and then that's -2, Chun doesn't have a punish. Jesus.